I'm Johnny Silville, and this is Chase the Heat. I have my beautiful girls here. I know Tommy was wrapping a show up, and it was a good one. I'm sorry. Hello, Bree. Hello, Mia. Hello, Hartford. I love you all. Miss you guys. Ooh, but we have some exciting stuff coming. Emmanuel Pinheiro. Good to see you. Hello, Virginia. Hello, Barella. It's G Marty. Hello, Dennis. And this is like seeing the boat. I heard the boat just kind of, the gangplank drops and people just shuffle onto the bus. I love it. Barella, thank you for the 5x5. Christopher Westcott, good to see you. I'm great. Thanks for being here. Mr. Ray Ray. Ethan Walters, all is very well. Hello, Andrew McLaren. Happy Saturday. Did a little bit of Foghorn Leghorn this morning and a little of the Coyote and the Roadrunner. Play guitar a lot today, but I wrote a lot. It's it's Happy Saturday. It's Sunday in Oz. That's right. It is tomorrow. Did I eat my dinner? I did. I had dinner tonight. Charles McClellan. Good evening, bus pass and regular riders and the ever-present, all-knowing. Can I tell you something? I don't know anything. I don't even know what I don't know. The Puffinator. Yes, happy Saturday. You've impacted my life in a great way, Johnny. Thank you for that. Oh, thank you for saying that. You know, I eat peppers. It's a beautiful thing to hear. Thank you. Dad's old Honda Civic 2.0. Another X on the calendar. Grateful to be alive before the world goes dark. Hat's tipped. Good sir. Thank you for being here. I miss playing bass. Played bass a little bit. There just wasn't enough strings. It just didn't feel right to me. Drew V. Drew, good to see you, man. All right, so listen, I'm going to show you guys a snack. These are spicy mangoes. They're spiced with 7-Pot Primo. I got these. You know I got them from Harvest 912, Tad and Kit. 7-Pot Primo, just the right amount of heat. Might have to turn it down a little for the new chili heads. Let us know what you think. I will. These are great guys. I'm going to be in Pennsylvania, you guys, in May for a fundraiser that Harvest 912 is doing. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're doing the six hot ball challenge is being done. 8 people are going to have 8 seats, and I'm going to be the MC. But it's going to be an awful lot of fun. So as it gets closer, I'll give you guys the actual location, and I'd love anybody who's in the area to come out. Would be really, really cool. I really love mango. These are beautiful, really, really pretty. It's such a beautiful thing, mango. Ooh, definitely smell the heat. Here's the funny thing about it. You really can't even see the powder on it. But boy, you can smell it. Let me say hi to a bunch of people I missed. See, this is the bad part. I'm trying to catch up, and now I'm going to miss a lot of people because all the new ones, it takes a while. So I'm going to rapid fire say hello to everybody. Bradley Osborne, good to see you, man. John Newby, I made it. You did. Liquid Grin, love the name. Thanks for amazing content. Thanks for being here. Drew V, love you, dude. Joseph Ruskin, thanks for being here. You spelled chili head wrong, dude. Just playing with you. Thanks for saying that. Dennis Brace, good to see you, bro. Emmanuel Pinheiro, said that already. It's G Marty. Keith Ayers, good to see you. Ethan Walters. Slay in the Lake, good to see you. I'm the epitome of pain and enlightenment. Thank you, Liquid Grid. And Jimmy Pickles, good to see you, bro. Thanks for stopping in. And Charlie and Mary Mullins, hello, guys. I love you. And Ace. So, from Harvest 912, little mango heated with 7-Pot Primo. You know the funny thing when you work with 7-Pot Primo, any powder like that, I've done this so many times, almost countless. It's so easy to overdo it and put too much powder in. For instance, you can look at this bag and not even see any powder. I've shown you some that are just so coated, it's ridiculous, right? These would be a problem for a non-chili head. Really would. Puffinator burned his tongue, so I'm taking a break on the peppers. Black pepper is like fire. I know that we can all feel your pain. Ace did the Tube of Terror, version 1 last night. Great challenge indeed. It certainly is. Congrats. Bizzle636, good to see you, dude. Wyoming tree planter. This is so good. These would be probably a solid 5 for a chili head. So for a non-chili head, it'd be really problematic. Raspberries coated in super hot powder is awesome. I've had them. Christopher Westcott, they're delicious. Johnny, do you like spicy ice cream? Asked Dennis. I do. In fact, if I won't eat ice cream without something spicy on it. It's a waste. Mr. Ray Ray, I can't wait to get your 10-pound box for me. Probably more excited about it than you. I doubt it. I'm pretty excited. I can't wait. Thank you, Mr. Ray Ray. Jamie Dean Gouet just watched a short where Tom Broom's Pepper Blast You. Is this new? No, it's not. That it's funny. I found that I'm really riding the line about what I'm doing something wrong. That's a scene from the show I'm in, or that happened during the show. I ate one of his peppers, the Omega, and as I'm talking to him, I ate the pepper. I was talking to him, and it was I can't tell you, it was a really hot pepper, and my whole face caught on fire. And I didn't touch myself. There's a camera, you can see. I don't go like this, but there is right down my face. I mean, it was you can. I don't think you can tell by the video, but it was raised like a welt, like you took a strap and just went whoosh, right in the face, man. And Tom's like, your face, it's red, got a line on it. I took my phone out. I was like, wow. So that happened on Tom Broom's birthday. It was great. Tincture on ice cream is great, John Newby. The V2 is a challenge ace. It's a mouth burner and a stomach bomb, too. It's G Marty. Email me chaseteed@gmail.com, and I'll. No one will be in tomorrow, but I'll make sure Monday goes out. It should already be out, obviously, if you're waiting for it. If it hasn't, we'll throw something extra in there for you. But make sure you email me, chaseteed@gmail.com. Green spicy mango is amazing too. Brie, I've never had green spicy mango. So today, you guys, Brie takes a walk, the dog for a walk, and takes Mia and Harper with her. And they're out walking around, and she sends me that picture. I don't know if you guys can see it as a glare. That's a kangaroo. Like literally when they're right where they're walking. Isn't that crazy? Like, it's amazing. Keith Lego is here. About time, dude. What's going on? Good to see you, man. Oi, oi, oi is right. Liquid grin. I haven't dared to go as high in the scale. Making fermented habanero and garlic sauce. Lovely. I love that stuff. Scooby, good to see you, girl. My phone is lagging. I'm sorry, man. I hate when that happens. Ace, I'm so excited to do it. I had a blast last night. It's a fun challenge. Christopher Westcott, is it a possibility that one could develop an allergy to things such as hot peppers from eating them constantly? Why did you say that? Jeez. Knock on wood. That's terrifying. I can't imagine if that happened to me. I'd still work in the chili world one way or another, be a consultant or something. But that would be horrible. Bradley Osborne. Yeah, it's 9:12 where I am. I'm on the East Coast. They were everywhere in that. Hey, Tommy's there. They are everywhere in that country. You see them at restaurants. Tommy, you are a bloody rock star tonight. That's not a joke. That was an amazing hour, for real. Guys, go check out the lifeboat. Like, it's amazing. Um, so Jimmy Dean, Johnny, I'm not often on your live as you are always live when I'm asleep normally, but I've been here since you began, and you are an idol to me. Oof, that's a big word, man. Made me find out I'm a chiliad. I love you, man. Jamie Dean, thank you. Idol's a big word, man. Set your goals higher. I'm just a chilihead, just like you are, man. But thank you for saying that. That's a awfully kind thing to say. Scott Johnson, good to see you, man. I work for a nonprofit business, and I'll pay you $10,000 to eat 50 chocolate bootlegs. I'll donate to your choice of foundation. I can't eat. Scott, listen, please don't toy me with something like that because I got some great foundations I would like to do that with. 10,000 to eat 50. Now I can't eat 50. I'm just telling you right now, 50. I can't eat 50 at once. See, chocolate bootlegs. I could probably eat 30. I could probably do 30. I'm just telling you, 50 is not a possibility. I give it a heck of a shot. If you're serious and you're not playing games with me, email me at chasetheheat@gmail.com and we'll make that happen. I knock on wood all the time. I'm not really superstitious at all. That's really just a joke, but yeah, it's one of the things I say. Liquid Grid, you're a class act. Thanks for for sharing the love every time. Of course. Thank you for saying that. Slaying the Lake, Cleveland here. Very cool. John Newby, you rock tonight. Tommy, yeah, Tommy was lately, man. I've been watching. I sit down at the start of it. By the end of it, I have my thing pushed back. I'm standing up watching it. Standing up. I'm not even joking. He was motivating tonight. I know, right, Tommy? Like, for real. Chilihead is I'm really comfortable with chilihead. I'm just a chilihead. That's what I am. 50, no way, that's too much, says Liquid Grid. Steve Marty, that's too much, even if it is my favorite pepper. Hit that like button right now, says Charles McClellan. I know where to donate that cash. It's a lot of people with medical assisted treatment. I'll tell you what, you know what? One of the things that Tommy said inside of every single addict is a great American waiting to get, to be their best. It's amazing. Dennis Brace is stepping up to the plate doing 50 M&Ms. You got to respect that. I do. I dig you, Dennis Brace. You've impacted me a lot. Everybody on this boat has, you really have. Someone have a little bit more of this mango. Very, very good. Yeah, really, Tommy, the last week you've been a rock star. So, Scott Johnson, email me. We'll figure out something. I'll do something spectacular for you. I'd love to help you give some of your money away. I want you to know something. For a charity, for a big cause, I would do things I would never do. Period. We got to get Tommy's channel to 4,000 followers. You know what's interesting thing? You got to think about 4,000 channel followers on a channel about sobriety. That's big. To me, each sub there is worth like 100 subs somewhere else. That's heavy duty to me. The people want Sir Strawman, says the Popinator. Liquid Graham, nice intro in your feed today from your friend. Does he have a channel as well? What are you talking? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Having a senior moment, maybe. Let me know what you mean, and I'll try to answer you, Liquid Grim. I will do that to help addicts and wash it down with a tank. Right? For real, Tommy. Tommy, to watch you suffer, but also to spread sobriety across the globe. Oh, you must. I'm not sure which one you watched, Liquid Grin. I didn't play anything today, but thank you. I don't know which one you saw. I haven't been playing. I used to play once a week. I haven't done that in a long. I haven't done that in a long time. Things are just everything is in a state of. I can't wait to. Pretty soon we're getting closer, guys. We're one step closer to pepper season. We're one step closer to this thing, so I can talk about it and not have it be hanging over me. Dave Juhaz, Johnny, love your videos. Just wondering if the pocket knife you use is a Spyderco. No, I don't. It's in the kitchen right now. That knife is a Boker. It's a great knife. I got it from my dad when he was alive. I gave it to him for Christmas one year, and he loved it. He used to play it, open it up, and close it with one hand. And as he got older, towards the end, he would open it. And he couldn't get the shut it, so he'd hand it to me. I would close it. I could give it back to him. We would sit there and watch TV. He'd open it, play with it for a few minutes, hand it back to me. I'd close it, give it back to him. We do that for a couple hours. And then when he died, I was home for his funeral, and my mom was driving me to the airport. I opened the glove box, and it was there. And I said, can I have that? She said, of course. So it's a very special knife to me. I wish I didn't have it. I wish she still had it. I realize I watched an older video. Yep, it's okay. Liquid Grid, the Puff Nader, the people also want a guitar solo. I'm not much of a soloist. Here's the thing. I can learn solos. I just don't know the fretboard well enough to be able to improvise and go where I want. Every once in a while, it's really weird. Every once in a while, I'll get in the zone and produce something special. I don't really know how it happened. It's kind of a weird thing. I'm getting better. Ethan Walters, what about the strawberry, but super spicy? Either way, Tommy's doing amazing things. Boy, you're really right. He is, Ethan. I'd be up for doing a spicy surströmming. I'm sure Tommy would. SD Guy 3030 and grow lights and heating mats. Absolutely. Our grow lights and heating mats. Absolutely necessary to germinate super hot peppers or peppers in general. Anybody answer that for SD Guy, please? That'd be great. That is a beautiful tribute to your pops. My dad was so great. Tommy, I don't know if you watched, you probably didn't watch the bus pass video today. I'm going through talking about the train wreck that was my life. It's not now, but today on the video, I'm sure you didn't see it. If you're still here, just stick around for another 30 seconds. I talked about the time where you were in, I didn't say what state, and you came back and we met you at the airport. Balloons. I told that story. It was difficult to get through. Anyway, I love you. I'll call you after the show, maybe. Be good, dude. Thanks for being here. Liquid Grant, I'm a rhythm guy, guitar as well. Stomach ulcers. Oh, no, I've never had a stomach ulcer in the chat before, but we love you. Have you ever tried Tabasco Scorpion? I have, and it's a lovely pepper sauce. All right, Tommy, I love you, man. Thanks for being here. Very heavy, man. As heavy as it gets. I had trouble talking about it. I didn't even think it through. I love you, man. Dude, teach me. I'm learning so much. Late to class today. Thanks for being here, man. B. McAllister, hello from Niagara Falls, Canada. I'm good, dude. Teach me. Thanks for asking. B. McAllister, thanks for being here. John Newby, good night, says Tommy, says John. The mats and light works out well for starting my seeds, but don't keep the heat mats on after they pop out of the soil. Thank you so much, Christopher Westcott. I don't use anything, no heat mats, no grow tents, etc. But the weather here is very humid. You can grow all year round. No need for them unless you're in cold weather. Yeah, we got it. Drew V, good to see you, bro. For super hots, best to use a heat mat and the correct lighting. Thank you so much for your knowledge, guys. And Bree, men and women. I do the same, Bree. Florida is hot and humid. Yep. It's G-Bar grow lights and heating mats aren't entirely necessary, but very helpful. You really could do without do windowsill germination. I did. It's good to know. I love in New York where we need to start things where it's still cold. Yeah, inside when it's still cold. Yep. Christopher Westcott. I've grown a few things in while I lived in Vermont. We started indoors. This is a great night for me. Thank you, brother. I'm glad you're having a good night, Liquid Grin. I'm glad. Thank you for being here. Drew V. Window germination won't always, but can cause them to be leggy. John Lickhard. John, thanks for being here. I've done the Tube of Terror. Do I get points in the League of Fire? Did you do it on video? If you did it on video and you followed the rules and you read the disclaimer at the beginning, absolutely. Go to the League of Fire website, follow the prompts of how to submit your video, and you are in the League of Fire. Now, if you fractured a rule or you did something wrong, send it in anyway because they make allowances. They may not award you so many points, but you'll still get it. Do teach me. How is living in Vermont? Interesting. Very interesting. Nothing to do, so sports. I just lived on sports. That's what I did. In the summertime, I just got in trouble with friends of mine. So that's weird because I left and, I don't like moving. It's a terrible thing. It's a frustrating thing. When you get to your new place, it's a beautiful start and it's fun and exciting. So that's a good part of moving. But I've moved so many times. And I have friends there, I swear to you, that I graduated with that never left the town. And that just blows me away. I can't imagine that. Loops well. Hey, Johnny, do you ever use any methods to ease the pain when eating something hot? For example, exhaling through the nose? Nope. I kind of just embrace it and kind of excited that it's happening. I know that doesn't make sense, but no, I just kind of run at it. Definitely submit that to League of Fire, says Bree. You need to do it. Do the Death Nut Challenge, super hot. Good job, Sean. It's a good challenge. Only like 10 minutes from Vermont, says Christopher Westcott. It's an interesting area. Excellent, John. Submit that. You're in. I guess I have to set the heat and lights then. Sometimes it rains a lot where I'm at. But in the late spring and the summer, we get lots of hot days, SD guy says. Let me catch up here. Kevin, good to see you, man. Kevin, 2589. Here's something you probably never heard before. Let me read this. I was dealing with some very bad depression and anxiety, so instead of taking pills from a doctor, I would eat a few of your peanuts. So thank you. Kevin, I love you, man. I have heard that. Believe it or not. Not necessarily about I don't know. But I know for a fact that eating spicy stuff absolutely helps. I'm proud of you. Keep it up. How do I feel about legal cannabis, Liquid Grin? I'm not anti-drug at all. I'm anti-addiction. So if you got something you like to do and you can control it, it doesn't get in the way of your life. But when it becomes an addiction, I got a problem with it. And I don't have any problem with I don't have any addictions. But you know what I mean? Addiction is what I struggle with. That troubles me, not drugs themselves. Carl Martin, just did a Scotch bonnet. Love it. Very fruity. Love you, Johnny. Love you too, man. Thanks for being here, Carl. Grand Isle, boy, that's northern Vermont, Dennis. You can spit into Canada from Grand Isle. That's no joke. It's definitely a beautiful place in the summer. I need some Vermont maple syrup, Keith Lego. We had the home my dad bought, tons and tons of land, like hundreds of acres, and we had a ton of trees. Maple trees, and we had this man in the town said, if you let me tap your maple trees, I'll give you all the maple syrup you can have for free. And it's not like they're busy, we're doing something with them, they're just sitting there growing, right? So we said, sure, have at it. So we just had gallons of maple syrup, the best maple syrup from Vermont, like all growing up. If my mom came to my home and opened up the fridge and there was like Aunt Jemima's or any of that fake stuff, she'd have a stroke in the kitchen. I know she would. Heckling the Heat, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Great podcast, by the way, and YouTube vids. Thank you, SD Guy. Don't usually watch live, but I catch them after. Best of luck, and hope all is well. Thank you so much, SD Guy. Dizzy Dragon, good to see you. Just saw the welt video. Whoosh. It was from this past summer, actually, at Tom Broom's house. I was after an Omega Pod. I also use tea hydrogen to mix 24-hour soak on my seat, says Mr. Ray Ray. Kevin, I bought the tube of terror and it shook me out of all the bad thoughts out of my head. I appreciate you more than you know. Thank you, Kevin. That's so cool, man. I love comments like that. It took a lot of omegas, but finally one wowed you, right? This one, it wowed me, all right. And it was a late season pod. You have to understand that pod, like 2 months earlier, would have been a whole lot hotter. Thank you, Johnny. Pure maple syrup is the real deal. Yeah, it is. You know what we used to do? This is a funny thing. I lived in small town, all right? Like 500. When I lived there was like 580 people when I was a kid, or 570 people or something. It was a sign, it said population. You know what I mean? I went back 20 years later and they changed it like 20 people. I'm not even joking you. It still wasn't over 500. Anyway, I had the only hill in the town that was paved. There were tons of hills, but it was like road rally. You drive around the court sideways, and everybody knew how to drive. I'm telling you, the greatest drivers that never ever won a road rally came from my town. We just grew up driving like the Dukes of Hazzard, but we would skateboard on the hill, and every spring, I mean, we would shovel snow off to skateboard on the road. We just that was our thing. And there was a spring, and we drank out of the spring water. It was just fresh spring water, you know. But we would take the sap, we'd take the cover off, pull all the bugs out because bugs were in there, and we drink the sap. You have no idea. It was ice cold because it's coming out. It's wintertime, spring, and it's just freezing cold, and you could. It was just amazingly delicious. There's hot syrup and hot honey on the market. It's amazing. Mr. Ray Ray maple syrup lollipop from New Hampshire. That sounds good. Never had one of those. Sugar on snow. They used to do that. You get a scoop of snow, put it in a cone, and just put some maple syrup on it, and just eat that with a spoon. That was a big thing in Vermont. Help, says Carl Martin. Carl Martin, you need help. I help you any way I can. Artificial maple syrup is flavored with fenugreek. It's just foul, Wyoming tree planter. It's not. I just can't do it. Caught you again, Riverdale Gardens. I would love to be here for all of them, but just busy around here. I understand, man. I truly do. I'm just glad you're here. Thanks for being here. Hot one, Carl, says Bree. Did you ever drink the maple sap right out of the buckets hanging off the trees? All the time. And I'll tell you what, it's not super sweet. It's just it's got a little bit of a sweetness to it. It's amazing. Ben and Jerry's. We went to the first Ben and Jerry's ever. Where I went to college, the very first Ben and Jerry's store ever was at my college, and it was as big as my apartment, a teeny little place. And so interesting watching that company change. Justin B, good to see you. Just had some mango habanero wings at Buffalo Wild Wings last night. So good, delicious, teasing me with the wings. It was a good evening, Justin. Well spent time. Was born in Waterbury, Connecticut, in the Waterbury Hospital, Dennis. You had 10 of the medium-sized ones, and it didn't affect you like that one. So consistency definitely needs to be better. Yep. I think that's all Tom. You know, Tom, one thing that Tom does that, I don't know any other grower that does it, to be honest with you. That's not true. Maybe a couple other growers. He samples every single thing he eats. So what he's going to grow next year, he samples pods, and he's really careful. This pepper came from this plant, and he's trying to find which. So he does a lot, and I help him with that a lot too. So he's getting there. Trip, good to see you, man. Johnny, how are you? Party on. I'm good, man. Thanks for asking. If Johnny went on hot ones, it would be called a normal interview. Mr. Ray Ray. Nah, if that ever happens, I'll pretend it's killing me. I'll act like I'm dying. You guys will be like, wait a minute, what's going on? Randy Flanagan. Good to see you, Randy. Johnny, loved when you and Foy ate the Fresno. Such a nice pepper to eat. That was fun. That was a great pepper. I like him. He's a good guy to be with, We have a lot of fun. Infused chili and chocolate is a great marriage. If you think of how many amazing things chili goes with, I mean, everything. Dizzy Dragon, I try to do that a lot. Subdivide crowds and check for tendencies on the pods. Yep. Kevin, if this dude was in Hot Ones, it's really funny. I never ever thought it would happen. I don't think it's that out of that crazy. I thought if he was on ones, he'd have to ask the questions. That's funny. Mike Honcho, hey Johnny, hope you're well. Always good vibes on your live streams. Thank you. Any thoughts on the capsaicin extract supplements for health benefits? I don't take supplements. It's just my daily routine. I just know that the benefits of having capsaicin is incredible. Um, it speeds up your metabolism, so it's a great fat burner. It boosts your immune system. It's a great painkiller. Um, there's a lot of tons and tons of vitamin C, so there's tremendous benefits in it. I do know that. How long was I in Nevada, Dennis? Too long. Nevada's like, what Nevada's like? Nevada's like it's really a funny thing. There are aspects of Nevada that's really cool, but you ever have a meal that you eat and you don't really dislike it, you don't really like it, but you eat it anyway? That's Reno. You don't hate it, you don't really love it, but you just keep living there. I lived there too long, I think. I loved it in retrospect. I loved it because my family was there. If my family wasn't there, I wouldn't go to Reno, like ever. You know. But the weather is the best aspect of Reno, I think. Anyway, Carl, putting your contact lenses in or scratching your box. There's two things, but mostly I love chilies. Scratch your bollocks. Carl, you know what? I got an eyelash in my eye. It was either this morning or was it this morning? It was either this morning or yesterday, and it's a challenge because my fingers are always going to burn my eyes. Period. Always. Even if I just wash them, they're going to burn my eyes. So I had to do it with a cotton swab. But it was sitting there. I could see it. I'm doing one of these things. It's a drag. Do you have any experience with peyote? I do not, Luke Swell. No experience whatsoever. Drew V, only because when I was young and crazy and experimental, no one ever put it in front of me. If they had, I probably would have. Drew V, when Foy smiles, he looks like such a nice guy, but when he has a straight face, he looks like a guy you don't want to mess with. That's probably a good way to describe him. He's just a very good guy. I'm not a young guy. I've met a lot of people, and I'm a pretty good judge of character. And he's just I'm really, really. I did not meet that guy. I don't believe anything happens by accident, but I sure did meet him by accident. What's up, Johnny? When are you going to try that cactus? Pepper, good to see you, Pepper. Robert Plant is doing well. We have it already planned and arranged. So probably within 8 months, you'll see that video. It's going to be a while before that happens. Publix had hot and spicy wings with drunk chick sriracha sauce, and Steve-O's Charles McClellan teasing us all with what you had. It sounds good. Steve-O's sauce is great. If he was the dad of one of my high school girlfriends, I would have been scared. Drew V. That's funny. You want to hear a funny story? I have a little sister who's, she's not living anymore, but I have a little sister. And when she was her junior prom, I was living in Texas at the time. That's where she lived. And I was at she was living with my parents. Obviously, she's a kid. And I came by that night because he was coming by to pick her up. I said, "What time is he going to be there? Because I want to be there." And we have pictures of it. It's great. There might even be a video of it somewhere. But this kid comes in. He's all nervous and he's got this suit on and everything. He comes in the door. I shut the door, grabbed him, threw him against the wall, put his hands against the wall, and patted him down. I was not kidding either. I was not joking at all. I went through his pockets. I'm like, "This is my little sister." I know I scared that. I know it wasn't really planned, but I just thought, like, I just know me when I was a kid, and anyway, that was crazy. I should ask her if she ever dated that guy again. I don't know if she ever did. And I'm not even her dad. I'm just her brother. Oh my God. Mr. Ray, you're funny. Travis, good evening. I put some pepper powder on Sour Patch Kids. Very cool. I think you can probably find some spicy Sour Patch Kids somewhere, but they won't be spicy enough. Well done, Travis. Keith Lego, I bought, or I thought today, why are there no hot steak sauces like Reaper based A1 or Heinz 57 sauces? There are. I have a few in my fridge, and the names of them are escaping me. One is from the Australian Extreme Condiment. Dunny's company has a great steak sauce. I'm weird with steaks. I just like salt and pepper, and maybe that's it. Salt and pepper. I like to taste the steak and not sauce. However, I have had a few that are really really good on steaks. So about your project, Dizzy Dragon, not the project, but your project. You have it sorted out. I think I can project the spots of half of them, but I don't know. There'll be some unexpected spots. Dizzy, here's the thing. There are some things happening which I may be able to incorporate. So I'm trying to sort it out in my head. A few months, something I'm working on. It's going to happen though. So, Liquid Grin, what is your favorite rig and tool to play tunes with? You know, it's really funny. I don't have a lot of. I have a Vox VT40X. It's a tube. It's got a tube, but it's kind of a partial. It's a dual, or whatever. It's like a modeling amp. I got the wrong amp. It's 40 watts. I could play a state. It's like I can play a small venue, and I live in a little apartment. I have a whole bunch of guitars, but my favorite guitar is a Strandberg that I have that I really love. It's right here, in fact. Still plugged in. This is my favorite guitar. It's amazing. It stays in tune better than any guitar I've ever owned. It's 4 pounds, yet somehow still feels like a tank. I've improved since I got it. No joke. But thank you for asking. Dennis Brace, what time of year do you feel your tolerance is at its highest? Right towards the end of pod season. It's crazy, Dad. I mean, every single time I go to the bathroom, it burns. It's just coming out of my skin. But my tolerance is really high. I can eat like burning embers then. I'm a big brother too, Liquid Grin. Excellent. Australian Extreme Condiments. Great sauces, says Shirley Monberg. Yep, and Aussie owned. Ever consider cross holiday a Primatali with a Reaper, call it a Prima Reaper? Um, I do know this. I haven't thought of that. I know that the guy that Chris Saunders, who created the Primatali, did it with a 7-pot Primo and a yellow Fatali. He's doing the exact same project, but with a Reaper and a yellow Fatali. I don't know what he's going to call it, but yellow Fatalis have something special. If you got a hot pod, cross it with a yellow Fatali. Just a thought. Alan McGee, good to see you, dude. Bill Lewis, I don't comment, but really enjoy chilling, watching you in the evening. Thank you, Bill Lewis, for being here. I appreciate you. Played tennis with a guy named Bill Lewis a long time ago. Mr. Ray, terrible dad joke. I thought I had illegal software in my fridge, but then I realized it's open source. I love dad jokes. Have you heard of Kiesel guitars? Yeah, Pepper. You know what? I almost bought one. It's their something Project X. It's got a body is real headless. I really love headless. It's a headless guitar. Problem is, it's crazy expensive, and you can't really. Plus, I'm in love with the one I got, and there's the neck is what makes this thing so special. And no other. It's patented, so you can't get any other guitar with a neck like this. So I don't need any other guitar. I really don't. This doesn't have a lock. This is just where you cut the strings here, but it just doesn't go out of tune ever. It's got a 0 fret, which is kind of cool, but it's just amazing. It doesn't matter how bad you wail on the whammy bar; it just stays in tune. I mean, it really does. Fun fact, Mike Honcho, good to see you by the way, is that birds do not have molecular receptors like mammals to feel the burn from capsaicin. And that is the reason they can eat them, fly somewhere else to a different field, lift a leg while they're flying, drop a seed, and more seeds will pop. That's how it works. Gotta love that. Carl Household, send the love from the UK and good night because we are knackered. Hey, thanks for being here, Carl. Good night, Martin family. Sleep well. Um, Alan, I reviewed some of this. It's a new product that Harvest 912 is coming out with, which is a 7-pot Primo Mango, which is delicious. Travis, I always wanted a Jazz Master guitar. You know what? It's really weird. Les Paul is the guitars I always wanted, and now I have them and don't touch them ever. It's almost a disappointment. But had I gotten this, I swear I'm not just saying this. If I got this when I was 16 years old, I'd be 100 times better than I am right now. I would never have owned another guitar because I don't. It's the perfect guitar. Any big news in the pepper industry? Loops well. No. I'm sure everybody's got some secret thing they're working on. The show that I'm in is coming out midsummer. That's big news. Who gives you goosebumps as a guitarist? Dave Gilmour. A few others, but Dave Gilmour for sure. I saw him live and he gave me goosebumps. Bono Massa does too. Yeah, boy, right? Bree, good call. Alan McGee, I've done it a few times. Been trying to find which of my new sauces to go best on. Says Alan McGee. Dizzy Dragon. Some spices or species do have them, but it's not quite that birds don't have them. Fishes. Dizzy Dragon is really good at. But he's almost like a real-time fact checker. It's good. It's good to have. Punk Rock 101. I'm only eating spicy nacho Doritos. Does that count? Yes. Yes, it does. The shrew, yeah, the tree shrew. The tree shrew is one of the only animals that actually seeks out spicy stuff. My spirit animal. Mr. Ray, we'll have to go make dinner. Johnny, remember to get your box at your mailbox under Christopher. It'll be here tomorrow, Monday. I will. Thank you so much, bro. Be careful. Have a good dinner. Man, Al just got 8 new sauces. That's exciting. Dime bag, yeah, man, huh? It's rough. Still can't believe it. Tom Broom, just getting in, seeing what I've missed, just planting some datel seeds. Hey, good to see you, dude. Nice to see you. Talking about, I uploaded that video today of the pepper smacking me in the face. So we talked about that earlier. It really gets under my skin. That's good, though. We need that. You know, it's one of the things, before Google, guys in bars would get in fights. Now no one gets in fights. Bar fights don't happen over the same reasons. They still happen, but it's not over arguing who won the World Series in '77. You just Google it now. So the good thing is we're at a day where the only problem is, can you really believe the information you look? They were rewriting history in a lot of cases. The stats, so good to see you. I grew up in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Wow, home of the original Gibson. You bet. Gibson made before 1980 was made. I almost bought one of the last Kalamazoo Les Pauls I made. It said KM on the truss rod cover, but I didn't do it. I'm glad I didn't do it. But anyway, Pompeii is a go for me. Says Liquid Grin. Not the fun facts that gets my is more of the ambulance sounds. I hear you. Good to see you, Tom the Legend. Looking forward to the next time we meet together and film. It's going to be a good time. Someone was asking about Robert Plant. I figured, I don't know. I'm guessing in my head. I'm thinking in the next 8 months. What do you think? That's what I'm thinking is probably going to happen, but we have a lot to talk about. And yeah, we pretty much know exactly how we're going to do it. Running late, Tim? It's okay. At least you got it 13 minutes before the hour. Normally, late is 3 minutes, and you make me feel guilty, so I stick around. This isn't so bad. Blake Anderson. Lord, Kiss Freak. Shut up. Good to see you. Thanks for being here, man. Tom goes, who? I'm not sure who you're talking about, man. I don't know what you're saying. Who about? What is the next big chili competition? Or the next chili competition? Kenneth G. Good to see you. Kenneth G. It's going to be in the next appearance I'll be making somewhere is going to be, well, I'll be in May. I'll be in Pittsburgh for a fundraiser for Harvest 912. Then in June, I'm going to be in San Diego for a League of Fire Invitational belt match. So big competition June. Next appearance event is going to be in Pittsburgh. And don't stick around. That's on me for being late, been busy. It's okay, Tim. I'm just teasing you. I'm just glad you're here, man. Blake had to drop in real quick. Hope everybody's doing well. We are, man. Better now that you're here. You said Tom. Oh, no, I said Tom the Legend. You. No, I'm talking about you, Tom the Legend, man. You are. You know, here's the thing. I was talking about Tom. I'm going to take a second to embarrass Tom. Tom's a legend in a couple fields. He's a legend in peppers. We all know him for peppers. The guy is just, he's just amazing. But like on the rock, on the globe we live on, the planet Earth with 8 billion people, he's one of them. He's recognized as one of the most knowledgeable human beings breathing with cycads. True story. I'm not making that up. So he's really tackled. He's climbed 2 massive mountains, cycad and then chilies. It's pretty amazing. Tim, could you rewrite the song Village People to Chili People? We probably could do that. That'd be a fun song, right? No, the only problem, I don't know. We got to pick a better song than that. I don't know. We could do something like that, though. Dizzy collects fossils. It's pretty cool. Liquid Grin, sharing the torch, class act. Sharing the torch. What you mean? Life of Dennis Brace. You ever like the Red Hot Chili Peppers band? You know what's really funny? Every time I say something like this, someone's gonna get upset with me, and they'll unsubscribe. It is what it is. Here's the deal. I went through a period of time where I really liked the Red Hot Chili Peppers, right? And they got up once. I was watching the American Music Awards, and they got up on stage, and I can't remember who said it first. One of them, I think it was I'm not sure who it was. It may have been Flea. I think it was Flea. He got up and took the mic and said, I just want to take a second to thank Satan. That's all he said. And the rest of the band said, I got nothing else to add. And they walked off. And I haven't really listened to them since. Sorry. That's just me. I never played disc golf, Pepper. Another Pepper Bites the Dust. That might work. And they did have a good sound. They really are. Another one gone. Another one gone. There are so many great songs you could do. I've actually had a couple songs that I reworked. But so Dizzy says they're like an inch-long plant with no leaves and no real roots. You and Broom would probably like it. You man, if you ever had a chance to go to the man garden, people have a man cave. He's got a man forest. If you went to and saw the stuff that Tom Broom has, if you're a plant person, there are a few places you can go to and see better stuff. If you're a plant person, it's just like Disneyland. RS, Robert, good to see you, man. I am the Noise Opera. Good to see you, dude. Hope everybody's say hi, Johnny, and everyone. Hope you're all having a great night. We are. Thanks for asking. We're getting ready to wrap it up. Unfortunately, we got another 9 minutes, and we're going to call it a night. And I was going to make a video. I was going to do a video. Here's the problem. I was going to do a video on Instagram, a live uh, with Bree. But the problem is my phone, the speaker sucks. It doesn't really work very well. And I got to get like this and be really loud for you to hear me. And it'd be weird to do a video where I'm like, hold on a second, I want to eat the pepper. I'll eat something and I'll get it. All right, so let me tell you what I'm eating. I don't know. I think we're gonna try it, but we'll just see how it goes. Tom has some amazing prehistoric plants. I've seen him. What blows me away, Bree, is he'll say, you'll see a plant. He goes, yeah, this plant here is extinct. It just stops you cold. You're like, I mean, it's extinct. It's like seeing like a dodo bird or something. They're like, there's no, they're gone. And there it is in his backyard. It was like, it's just unbelievable, really. Metal Vault. Johnny, I've been deep with a carnivore diet, not doing typical vegetables. Still crave the heat. Any particular peppers you recommend, or just go all out? Appreciate you. You know what? I love peppers. I love soup rots, but I just love peppers. And really, if I got stuck on the island and all I had were bell peppers, I got bell peppers. So yeah, what it is, there are over 5,000 varieties, strains of peppers. So start sampling ones you can get your hands on. Buy a small mixed flat rate box from a grower, and they usually come labeled. And start sampling pods and figure out what you like. If you find one you like a lot, save a few seeds and start growing them. John, I've now registered with League of Fire, but I can't work out how to submit the video. I'm a knucklehead when it comes to tech stuff too, but it should be doable. You just take your time and try to go through it again. But now that you're registered and you have a video, all you got to do is submit that bad boy and you're in. Tim, Black Sabbath, back at Bark at the Moon. Bark at the Pepper, right? Bark at the Pod. Bark at the Pod. That'd be good. Tomorrow night or Monday night, I think it's time for everyone to bring something hot. Teasing for a one hot minute, maybe. Boy, yeah, Barker. It's just a great album. Ozzy's always had amazing guitarists, Keith. Of course, Metal Vault. Of course. I really love botany. Ironically, I started out disliking it and slowly just became obsessed. Stay away from Broom's place, then. I'm not kidding you at all. You will. I'm not even that much of a botanist. I like a plant guy, but I feel like a 7-year-old kid there. They may as well be dinosaurs, like with skeletons and stuff. I mean, you're just looking at, like, you pull up to his house, the two big ones on his front lawn. You know what they remind me of? The trees in front of Fred Flintstone's house. They do. It's just like a Fred Flintstone tree. Just unbelievable. You just look at it and go, where are we? It looks like something off a movie set. Riverdale Gardens, love that I was able to be here tonight. I do too. Good night, Riverdale Gardens. What are my 10 dessert pepper varieties? Wyoming tree planter. See, that I'll play. I'd take a jalapeno. I take a bell pepper, a jalapeno, habanero, ghost, 7-pot primo, primatali, killer yellow. A project that I know somebody's working on, he's not quite done with yet. I'll go there. And maybe a few ahis in there. Oh, that's such an amazing. All right, guys, we're almost done here. We got another 4 minutes. Do I hear one hot minute? Not tonight. We got one hot minute coming up soon, though. I can feel it coming. Listen, we aren't regulated to one a week. Maybe I'll throw you guys off and do 2 in 2 days. We'll see. Midnight oil, burning beds, burning mouths, right? There you go. One hot minute will always be a surprise, right? Exactly. No, not the piranha. No, I have now that Tom just commented. Tom's got a project he's working on that theoretically should be just a stupid hot pepper. So that would be one I would probably take with me. But it would be that's a beautiful mix. Those 10 peppers, my gosh, you could if If that's all you had for the rest of your life for those 10 peppers, you'd be all right. The ones that I see when I look outside my bedroom window is 430 years old. Those are the Fred Flintstone trees I'm talking about. Blake, good night, dude. Thanks for being here. Drew V, I hope everybody has a great night. Remember to hug your loved ones and tell them how you feel because tomorrow isn't promised. I read that every time I see it. I want to tell you something. Someday you're not going to do that, and somebody's going to be gone, and you're going to think of those words. Don't let time go by like that. Tell people how you feel. 430 years old. That's awesome. It's crazy, Christopher. You should see it. The Prematality Omega. Nope, but that would be a good one. Tim, good night. Chili Mama, I love you. I'll be calling you a little bit. My pepper has a first name. It's Primo. Good night, Buzz. Tell someone you love him, Keith. Tim, thanks for being here, man. Dennis Brace, you have a great night, dude. Pepper, have an awesome night. Tom, I love you, dude. Lord Kiss Freak, you're a great dude, man. Thank you. Alan McGee, thanks for being here. I love you. I am the Noise Opera. Thanks for being here tonight. Charles McClellan, thanks for being in. Thanks for all my mods and all you guys taking the time tonight to chill with us on a Saturday night. Thank you. Heckling the Heat, thank you. See you later, Dizzy Dragon. Thanks for being here, man. Hot Sauce Junkie Tim, love you, man. Oh, man, you're just getting in and we're logging off in a minute. I'm so sorry, Tim, but we'll be back tomorrow, 8 o'clock, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ethan Walters, thanks for being here tonight. Barella, thank you. Mike Honcho, thank you. Anybody else that wants a good night that's still in the chat, throw a little word in there. We still have a few minutes to go. Just got home from a date night. Date nights are so important. Keep that thing happening, man. It's a good thing to do. I'm going to date Bree until I die. But I'm just going to do it there. Christopher Westcott, have a great night, bro. All right, guys, we're almost done here. We got you know what? I should go another minute because I was a minute late. Now we'll log off at straight at 10. But I had fun tonight with you guys. I want to thank you, Harvest 912, Tad and Kit, for their mango 7-pot primo stuff. You love me, you better. Robert, thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it so much. You guys are awesome. You're the reason this bus, the wheels go around on it. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. All the normal stuff. Have a great night and be the difference in somebody's life tomorrow. Tell someone you love them. I'm Johnny Scoville. This was Chase the Heat.